saying that my stream is starting.
Ah.
Lower that.
And I thought I would change it up this time.
No, it makes sense. Mm-hmm. Over that. Do 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 do. All right. Okay. Should be good to go. Load that up. Okay, Asham something shrine.
That's the day trip one, I believe, right?
Yes, the one that I basically got my. Don't go back and steal the gem. Got
Yeah.
it.
Well, because it's a Daedra, like a proper Daedra.
Yeah. Okay. Don't have any magic. Like, alright, it's been 2 weeks. Where the fuck am I?
Don't you? Did you finish the quest?
Well, that's why I'm like, I moved forward a little bit, and then I'm like, okay,
Double check.
no, I have not.
Okay. Just a Fighters Guild mission.
No, it was a random one. Like, I happened upon the
Oh yeah,
husband
like
randomly. I was like, yeah, fuck it.
yeah. And that's like one of the downsides of with Morrowind, where it's like, oh, I found someone who can give me a quest. You'd be like, doesn't mean you can do it right now.
Alright.
Oh, yeah. So you cleared the way, so you should be able to get there.
Yeah, like, I cleared the whole place. It's just earlier
Don't touch the treasure.
yeah, it's like, don't touch the gem on the.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's so pretty. Stop!
And just so you know, like other Daedric shrines have stuff like that too. Not always, but now I have no idea where her husband is.
That is a good question. Oh no.
That's great.
Alright.
And she got stuck. Because like the pathfinding's not as good. I'd say try and find the husband.
Scamp.
See if you see if you can turn in the quest, and if not, maybe reload.
Oh, give me 1 second. Kim is calling.
Oh, no problem.
All right.
Okay.
I've got one other method besides trying to find the husband.
What?
I'm gonna try to find out where, the exact spot she's at and stuck, and see if I can drop behind her and push her.
Oh, that might work. No, honestly, you might just land on top of her.
That is also true.
Okay, so you said you were started keeping a list of question stuff
Yes, because
or
okay,
topics.
it's like I know I've talked to you about the orcs.
Mhm.
We've talked a bit about the Nords. I try not to touch on that topic just because, you know,
It's going to be
Skyrim.
covered later.
Yeah,
Same with Imperials, probably.
yeah. Um, so, just double checking. She didn't just appear behind me.
No, they don't do that in this one.
Oh boy.
There's no auto teleport.
No, I like that she somehow got free. That was more the thing, is that she got free. But no, we talked about Khajiit at one point,
Yep.
and how they can range from...
Extremely varied physical appearance.
Yep.
And technically mentality, because the bigger ones can actually not be fully sapient. Like sometimes they're just like pack animals kind of thing.
Interesting.
At least far as I remember. Like some of them aren't fully sapient. Which is kind of weird for a species.
Right.
I think you ran out of restore magic potions.
Oh no, I wasn't looking for magic. I was looking for healing.
Oh, yeah, that too. Like you can just sit. Like if there's no one around, you can rest. Wait until rested,
Oh yeah, that's right. All right.
and you're not. You don't have the Atronach sign, so it should restore your magicka.
So,
Wait until healed.
yep. No, I'm just thinking. See, I know we touched on the topic of wood elves and the fact that they don't leave any meat.
Oh, they do, because there's only so much they can eat.
Oh yeah. What? Sit up. I literally just saw the message, "You'll be dead soon," pop up.
I think that's the red guard lady following you, like, because you're getting in combat.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
No, that makes sense because she did say something along the lines when I fought that other Nyx hound.
Ah.
So, looking for a man just walking around. But anyways, don't remember if he was sleeping at a camp or anything. But
I think he was just standing around, like NPCs do sometimes.
but yeah, I was gonna say any interesting things about wood elves.
Well, besides the fact that they're ritual cannibals,
Right.
and their mythology is that they were born from primordial slime, which is kind of not in line with most other elves.
Interesting.
Like yeah. Like it's they have the Green Pact, which is the idea that they will never harm any plant life in Vardenfell. Not Vardenfell, bleh. In God, I can't remember what their place is called. Valenwood.
Valenwood, yeah. Like I know this one.
But like outside of that, they don't care. Because like some of the first like interaction stuff that you like hear about between them and like outside cultures is like one of their like a wood elf buys a bucket thinking it's a helmet because it's made of wood,
Right.
and they're like, why would you make something out of wood that's not important? You know?
Yeah, no, that's actually kind of funny. It's like, I don't understand why you made this.
Like you don't make something out of wood if it's not like important in some way.
Huh. It's really neat.
Yeah, like it's the stereotypical wood elves are good at bows and using bows, stereotypical elf stuff. But then they also have I forget what it's called, but it's like basically where they'll like starve themselves before a big battle, and then so they can eat as much as they can.
Right.
But then there's also ones where they will willingly allow themselves to be transformed into a monster to kill their enemies.
Wow.
And this process is not reversible. Let's see. Yeah, it's like akin to lycanthropy, but it's
Hmm.
like
Wait a minute. Okay, he said so it's to the west, which means he should be somewhere eastish.
it. Oh, it is literally called the Wild Hunt. I was like, it can't be called that. There's so much other things called that. But yeah, it's the Wild Hunt.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's basically a great hunt for the Wood Elves, where a group of them will shapeshift into feral beasts and basically maraud through the country. Eventually, at the end, when there's nothing else left to attack and kill, they'll kill each other until only one's left.
So basically, it's a may the best man win,
Basically, yeah.
or well, not best person win. Let's see.
But yeah,
Like I
it's like
know.
it's another one of those things with the Elder Scrolls where it's like, oh, they're just wood elves, good, stereotypical elf. But it's like, no,
There's other stuff.
yeah, it's surface level. It's like generic, under level. It's like, holy shit.
Um.
But yeah, it's like the idea of like they will go so far to not harm plants as to not to only use like uh animal stuff or even clothing.
It worked.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Your wife is.
She's safe. Nothing can get to her,
Yeah.
and I can tell you where she is.
All right.
Also, for wood elves, some are born with horns or antlers, technically.
Oh, so they're like the concept of Fey Azamars.
Yeah, basically,
Neat.
like the what's it called
Yeah, I know. I'm like in the Cavern of Sargon.
okay, let's see. Let's see. It's on that island.
Oh,
Go to
that's right. The
on the bigger
island.
map.
Yeah, the island that I. One of these, right?
Yeah, it's
This one.
on. Yeah, it's on the very far right side where you've been on the island.
Yeah, that's
No,
right.
the one left of that. Basically, right there where
Right
your
here.
mouse was last. Yeah, around there
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, the area that I ended up
was before.
accidentally found Daedra and not in a
Yeah.
good way and started running.
Yep.
Okay.
Remember, you have water walking. I think so. You don't have to like worry about like all those slaughterfish and stuff.
Oh,
I thought,
yeah, I
yeah,
do.
water walking, and you have a decent chance of casting it. So
Let's see. It's like Argonians are born of the Hist.
Technically, they are not born from it. They're uh, they are hatched from eggs, like normal lizard people. And I think, uh,
No, I know they're born from
but
eggs, but I think the
but it's
eggs are
like
produced
they
from
are
the
when
trees.
they are first born, they look like regular, almost humanoid people, and when they take the hiss, when like right after they're born, they transform. I
Huh.
believe. Let me double check that.
That's for
I might be
60
wrong on that.
seconds, so... Ready? Go, 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 go.
What?
I cast it. It's like, I got a minute of this. Valiant. Lore, lore, lore. Gotta get the lore.
Oh, yeah. Like if I don't know something, I'm definitely gonna admit it and look it up. Let's see. Baby Argonians, after being born, Argonian hatchlings drink the sap of the hiss, continuing to do this through their infancy. Um, let's see. Start off as an egg. They're clutches of eggs. Uh,
Rat bud.
oh, if like all Argonians have to be born near the hist, or their eggs will not properly hatch.
Oh. So, basically, they can't procreate
Outside
outside of,
of Black Marsh.
Black Marsh, yes.
Yeah, because it says like for whatever reason, this connection to the hiss is not present or severed, the unborn within the egg dies.
Huh. Had to very skillfully
Oh,
avoid
and
things.
it was used by an Altmer mage to basically wipe out an entire generation of Argonians.
Because he took out that, like, a...
Uh, he used some type of relic to do it.
Wow.
It's the mimetic egg. Oh, mimetic eggs are a link to the hiss between Argonians that they can bring away to other places.
So that way they can procreate
Live outside. Yep. But which is also acts as a gateway to collect the mind of the hiss. Yep. And someone in a Altmer in the Altmer Dominion used it to wipe out an entire generation with him.
Wow.
So once again, the Altmer Dominion doing what they do. And I'm like, I know you like dragon stuff, but like I'm surprised you don't like Argonian stuff more.
Oh no, I actually enjoy the idea of playing an Argonian Dragonborn, like in Skyrim.
Oh yeah. Because like you like kobolds and dragons and stuff.
Yes. It's like, I am a dragon. Like, sir, you are an Argonian. I am a dragon.
There are mods to make them look more dragon-like, where it gives them like proper scales. But yeah, and it's like Black March is so inhospitable to other races that even Tiber Septim within Numidium would be like, no, I'm not going in there.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
There we go.
Also, I'm not sure if this idea is entirely canon. This might be for Coda, but there are tubes in Black Marsh that basically act like pneumatic tubes for people that the Argonians use to get around.
Like Futurama.
Yes. And they're not just for Argonians, because the story about it has a regular person going in there and using them. And he's like, this is fucking crazy.
crazy, but efficient.
Yeah.
I remember you telling me that these dust storms can eventually hurt me.
That might just be me misremembering something.
Oh,
Because this is just a dust storm. Like the blight storms are like what can I think can.
oh no, that's right. You were telling me that there's dust storms and then there's blight storms, and I'll know if it's a
Blight
storm.
storms are like dark red. Let's see. Yeah, like dust storms are like the gray color, like the gray brown, like it is now.
Yeah, like looks like a legit dust storm. Turn a little bit left, head northish. Trying to basically avoid having to go trying to use the shortest route to that tip of the island.
Yeah.
Without attracting the attention of, well, the things that were on that island. Ooh, I see a statue. Huh.
Oh. Apparently it was planned, but it was never implemented.
What?
That blight storms can give you diseases.
What are you?
I mean, he's running at you. Usually means they're hostile.
No, I was like...
It's an orc.
Yeah, I was just wondering, what it, It's like I couldn't tell from far away what it was. I'm like, it's like, are you Daedra? Or,
It's like the Monty Python sketch where you just hear someone screaming in the distance. He's like, what's that?
Crazy fatigue potion. Drained fatigue. Gained fatigue.
Yeah, net positive.
Oh gosh. Mystery potion.
Where?
It's literally, I made it. It's like heal 1 HP for 3 seconds.
Oh, and also does another thing you don't know.
Yeah.
Like, well, you can look at the red one, I think.
Store. Yeah. Alright, I need healing. Oh wait, that's right, I can't, my tiny heal is not it.
You can't use it yet, because you're fatigued.
Yep.
Also, I don't know if you have enough magicka. Trying to get back stamina or something. Yeah, I remember, at least in the original lore, orc weapons and armor were better than ebony, or at least on par with them.
Well, my long blade just got to 100.
Nice. That's probably why you were very consistently hitting them.
Okay.
You know, teleport away or try to heal yourself.
Okay, let me ask you this. How does invisibility work?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Remember, invisibility and chameleon are different things in this game. I remember, Morrowind's like the game where I didn't usually play mages. I actually mostly played warriors. Because, that's magic in original, Morrowind. It's not very... I mean, it's got, lots of versatility, but it's, kind of annoying. It's Oblivion where I started getting into, actually playing more mages. Because, you could, have a spell ready and a weapon. You didn't have to switch back and forth. Which I really liked. I wish they would have kept for Skyrim. Rather than the dual casting. But, the dual casting was kind of cool. I just would wish they would have kept the idea that they had planned, where dual casting two different spells at the same time caused them to combine to a new effect, like in Fable 2 or 3,
Right.
where like if you have fire and ice and you cast them together, they make like a new effect. Like that was a plan thing that they might have like they were planning on adding, but eventually got cut. Which would have made dual casting actually really interesting. Like now it's just kind of annoying. Wow, we're attacking while activating things while invisible will get rid of the dead. That's the only thing I could say.
Yep. But that is why.
Also, you're not sneaking and dead.
Okay. Now I gotta go find that guy again. But
I'd say, I'd say rest up in here.
oh no. Oh wait. What?
It might have saved before.
Oh wait.
What?
No, I was like trying to think. Okay.
Hi, Jody.
Yeah. Fighting is.
Battle report for a warrior.
Yep. Okay. So now I know kind of the area where the guy is. I gotta find the trees.
But yeah, like Argonians and Khajiit are like the beast races, but there are other beast races, from what I remember.
Right. Cause there's those.
Oh, yeah, there's a race of apes in Somerset Isle that follow the high elves there, and will sometimes shave themselves to make themselves look like more like Altmer.
Hmm.
They don't get talked about that much.
Right. Cause. Let's see. I know you mentioned, if I remember right, there were slug people we touched on before.
Oh, the slowed. Yeah. Like, yeah, like they're like giant, like slug people who are so they're basically like if Jabba the Hutt could walk around.
Oh, like actually have legs?
Yeah, like they have arms and legs, and like can walk around,
Okay.
and like they're master necromancers. In like the sense that they're actually very good at making thralls, because like it's the idea of like they don't do things for themselves.
Right.
Also, they are responsible for from one of the worst plagues in Tamriel, like the Thracian plague, which killed a good portion of the civilian of people.
Anytime you're ready. Just don't keep me waiting.
So we're gonna try to cut again across the island. Dead. Oh, I was like, aha, one shot. Oh,
More than half of the continent's people died from the Thracian plague.
the
Yeah.
let's see.
You know, they say because of the Black Plague, even the modern British language is considered to be like the redneck variant compared to Old English.
Because
Like that's who survived.
the peasants survived more
Who were
peasants
all like
survived
out
than
by themselves, kind of thing.
Well, it makes sense because it's like those who are exposed to the situation have a you sometimes have a higher chance of surviving just based on the fact that they're exposed to it more, so they build up a little bit more of an immunity, even though Black Plague.
Well, it's also the idea of like the Black Plague was mostly spread by fleas and rats, and those don't occur as much as they do out in the country compared to the city. And also, the reason the Black Plague spread as quickly as it did, you're going the wrong way,
I
uh,
know.
is because a couple years earlier, like one of the religious figures is like, get rid of all the cats.
Yeah, cats are.
They're the devil. Kill them all. It's like, okay. So that led to an increase in the rat population. And there you go.
I'm just gonna teleport back real quick over to here.
And what is your business?
But, yeah, what were you going to say earlier?
No, I'm just trying to I'm going through
Thinking.
races.
Like, did you know that there's a race of sea elves that live
We
underwater?
make a special trip just for you.
I did not,
Say low price.
That's because they're rarely, if ever, talked about.
because
It's one of those off to the side things. And then there's the race of elves that come from Yakuto with the Red Guards, which are known as the left-handed elves.
huh?
Which I believe I think they might have tried to genocide the Red Guards,
Ah, okay.
or maybe the other way around.
I would.
Not sure.
I could imagine that it might have been the other way around, just because of how powerful the Red Guard.
They're called the Sinestro Elves, and technically the Red Guards, and probably the Sinestro, are from a previous Copa. They are not. They are not from the current one. Like, just so people know, Copa is basically like the death and rebirth of a universe. And the ancient Yakutans found a way to cut through time to come to this one. Like, that's how good their swords sage stuff was.
I'm just gonna cut through time and
Yeah, like
save us.
basically, yeah. Like, I'm going to cut a portal through time to save a portion of my people. Yeah, it's also the Sinestro elves are not talked about because apparently they died with the sinking of Yokuda.
Oh, interesting.
And apparently the empire from Yokuda was 4 times bigger than the Septim Empire. From the history stuff I'm reading right now.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah. The Yakudans, more specifically, are the ones who attack the Elder Elves because they continued that when they came to Tamriel and
Ah,
wiped out all Elven settlements in Hammerfall.
hmm.
So it's like, yeah. Like, it doesn't really talk about like what might have caused them to be like that.
Just that they were like that.
Because it's like the idea of like the Elysian Empire. It's like they have a reason to hate the Iliad elves because like hundreds of thousands of them were being sacrificed to Daedra.
Huh.
And they were slaves.
Save the game. Draw a sword, because we never know what we're going to end up running into.
And it just says, in a war between the two races, the Red Guards won and wiped out the other. But it never talks about who started what or what caused things like that.
Yeah, who started it, who, you know, what was the cause of the start. Well, no.
Yeah. At least in this one.
I still think that's one of my favorite facts about the Red Guard is it's like, yeah, they one of them got so powerful that he basically just cut off a piece of land.
Yep. And apparently the war between the Sinestral Elves and the Yakutans lasts for thousands of years.
Okay.
So it's like, at that point, the start of it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh. They're called Sinestral Elves because that's the root word for left-handed. Like, that's a term for left-handed. You know, because sinister.
The idea that the opposite of the norm is sinister.
Yep. And being a left-handed person, I could take offense to that.
Hi. Hi.
But I don't care enough to.
Statue. Mages.
Malakath. I think. Yep, I think. Yep.
Orc stronghold. Got it.
Basically, yeah. So. Alright, I'll leave you guys to it. See you later. Yeah, like stuff like that, Valiant. Where it's like, why do we fight them? Because they're different. Like, they use their left hands.
See ya.
That'd be so annoying.
Oh, what? Chasing a guy and all of a sudden it's like, and
Like, he's running away off into the water, and it's like, we got him cornered. He just keeps running on the water.
like, son of a bitch.
But yeah, Valiant. It's like, that could easily describe half the conflicts in this game. Or, like, series, where it's like, they're different than us. Kill them. Like, with the old Mary Divinity, it's like, technically, the spirits of men and mare come from the same source. But it's the idea of, like, they separate them because they, you know, feel that they should.
Right. Ah, son of a bitch. Ow. You're still here.
Was that the word? Oh.
No,
okay.
it's the Daedra.
Well,
And the orcs. They found me.
scram.
Dead. Load from last save game.
Oh
Yes.
God, I think the rat might have killed you.
Yes. Yes, that is true.
You ran into a rat and it killed you.
Well, I was also under the effects of that draining health spell that the
Oh,
Daedra had kept
yeah.
casting on me. So it's just like,
yeah.
it's like I'm not gonna make it out of here. Okay, so
Yeah, like that's also one thing I miss from even Oblivion is making spells. Cause like interesting combinations were like always kind of cool. Where it's like, I'm gonna make a spell that does fire damage over time and also drains health. So it's like, what would you call something like that? Kind of thing. And then like there's a
seriously,
like, yeah, like
you
there's a I
you
think there's a
somehow
book.
spotted me, you mother.
I mean, yeah. There's a book about like a battle mage basically using an area effect spell to absorb everyone's strength and give it to himself. So it's like, yeah, like they're so weak that they can barely move, and he has all their strength.
Urzel Gra.
And that armor's gonna be pretty good, so I'd say take it. Orc armor's pretty good.
Okay. Orcish Tower Shield.
It might be medium though.
Yeah, it's medium.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I'm like, yeah, like I remember it being good. I'm like, wait, it was medium.
But that's why I'm double checking it against their.
To see if it's better. Yeah. But your stat's pretty high, so it might not. Though I don't think they scale like that.
No. We talked about that. They don't.
Like, let's see. Check the Morrowind skill stuff to see if it
We'll put on the Orc Right Bracer
heavy
because
armor.
it has the same as the Steel Right Gauntlet that I have. So that way I can level up medium. Drop that. The Tower Shield is not better. Pauldron not better. That bracer's not better. Helm not better. Greaves not better. And don't need a non-magical axe. Repair! Click, 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 click.